Hi guys, Uncle Jesse here. How y'all doing today? Just sitting in the hot summer time under the fan sweating. Oh wait, speaking of the fan, hold on.
Welcome to Uncle Jesse's Philippines Adventure. Like, share, subscribe, and click the bell, please. Thank you.
I love you. I love you.
We need money.
Whew, it's hot here in the Philippines. My goodness, this El Nino or whatever you want to call him must be a powerful little Mexican fella because he is PO'd. Anyway, y'all probably heard about the YouTuber World Zoom apparently got arrested. Don't know a whole lot about that, but and all this is hearsay. He apparently swiped some money from some hospital he worked at, over 800,000 US dollars. Snagged his brother's passport and run off here to the Philippines while he was out on bond. But you know, I don't follow him much, and I have watched a couple of his videos. I watched him on Old Dog, and I'm not sure if he was on Filipina P or not. Maybe, I don't know. I might have missed that episode. But I did watch him on Old Dog. He seemed like a nice guy. I have watched a few of his videos. But for some reason, it was my understanding that after he talked to Old Dog, he went back to America to check on his mom. Now, this is just what I was thinking from watching a couple of his videos. But now I thought he went back from the Philippines, from his vacation here, after he got in trouble and all that stuff in Taiwan or wherever he was at, Singapore, wherever, and went back and did his time in America and got out. I thought he came back to the Philippines. He did his skit with Old Dog, and I think he lied about that. I don't know. But I don't know the whole situation. I've only watched a couple of his videos. I know who he is. I can recognize his face. Like I said, he seems like a nice guy. But I thought he had left the Philippines after he did that interview with Old Dog and went back home to check on his mama and, you know, whatnot, take care of his life back in America for a while. And then I didn't even know he was here in the Philippines. I thought he was still back in America because I've been busy this year. You know, it takes forever to get IDs done in the Philippines. Zia's still waiting on her ID. God knows how many months it's going to take her, because I just got my permanent residence I-card, and we went and got it and come back, and the card was issued in August of 2023, and I just got it the other day. So you could go from August 2023 till now, which is the 8th, and they got it stamped August 8th, 2023, issue date. Now, I'm not going to show you all my information, but as you can see, it is a gold-colored I-card. And as you can see, that is me on there. But I'll read you what it says on it. You know, because I don't bullshit nobody on my channel. I don't have to. It's got card serial number at the top. Then it says control number. Okay, then it says ACR number. Then it says certificate of registration number. And then it's got visa type SEC-13A. Then it's got the visa issue date, the valid until, and it's valid until it's permanent. It's from now on, as long as I live, it'll be valid. And then it's got our address. And over here to the side, it's got my wife, Zia Honey's name on it, her full name. And then on the back side, it says Alien Certificate of Registration, Republic of the Philippines. Put a muffler on it. It's got Alien Certificate of Registration, Republic of the Philippines. And then it's got a SSRN number. And then it's got my name, my given name, my surname, my given name, citizenship, United States of America, date of birth. It says civil, what does that say? Civil statute, married, male, and it says permanent residence. And that's got one of them daggum chips on it. And it's gold. It's a yellow color gold. It's a bright yellow. About the color of this yellow right here on this feed bag. But anyway, it took them that long. Now we've been married 2 years. We just had our anniversary in January. And excuse me, I'm putting my stuff back up. Just had our wedding anniversary in January. And Zia just had her 25th birthday party this month. Today is my 5th, and sorry, I'm shaking the table. Today is my 5th anniversary here in the Philippines. I left America in 2019. I gave my daughter everything I owned. Gave my friend some things. I sold one of my vehicles and took off. So I came here to meet another girl, which she's a sweet little old girl, but you know, she had other things on her mind. I did send her a little bit of money, but it really wasn't a few $100s. Really, I'm not gonna cry about that. She did come and meet me and apologize for lying to me, which kudos to you. She's a very sweet girl. She did help me out a lot now. She helped me find an apartment. She helped me do other things. And she used to come clean up my house and cook for me before she went home to take care of her husband and her child, which I thought was pretty good. I guess she was trying to pay me back for telling me a fib. But, you know, desperate times calls for desperate measures. As that American is finding out from World Zoom. Of course, he embezzled over 800,000 US dollars, 80,000 US dollars, a bunch from the hospital. I think it was 800,000 US dollars. Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty rough. But so we waiting on Zia's ID. It could be here next month. It could be here in 6 months. So we're still working on the house. I'm trying to get her a nice little kitchen together so she can really get her cooking videos up. So y'all be patient with us. Like I said, we're on Philippines time, and everything is slow here in the Philippines except for the traffic. I think I got a little spider crawling on my eyelids. But everything's slow here in the Philippines, so y'all just be patient with us, and we get the apartment here finished, get the house finished out. Then we'll be able to cut loose and do a little bit of traveling, you know, because when you're living on a retirement check from America, some of us older guys, excuse me, especially in the South. Now, in South Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, parts of Florida, our pay scale's way, way lower than you guys out in California and up north. For the simple fact that our living expenses were a quarter to less than a half of what you guys were paying. So, you know, y'all were making $8, $10, $12 an hour up north when we were making $4, $5, and $6 an hour in the South. So you go, you know, you wonder why. Oh my God, his retirement's, you know, $1,800 a month. Why ain't it 25 and 28 and 32 like these other guys? Well, I tell you why. Them other guys lived in Maine, they lived in Illinois, they lived in Arkansas, they lived in Washington State, they lived in California, they lived in New York. They did not live in Georgia, they did not live in Alabama, they did not live in Louisiana, and they did not live in Florida. They did not live in the South, what they call the Bible Belt. Because if you did, you was catching catfish, you was fishing and hunting deer to subsidize your family's food, because you wasn't really making nothing. And that's why those guys up there, of course their expenses were higher. The house rent is higher. When you buy a house up there, was you know, let's say for example, the 2-bedroom house that I could have bought over on the east side, which I'm glad I didn't, because it was in a bad neighborhood, but it was a decent little house. It was on a 1/4 acre of land. I could have got it for $45,000 US. That same little 2-bedroom house, and it was beautiful, hardwood floors, everything. It was a nice little house. It was an older home. It was probably, I don't know, 50 years old. It was from the 60s, 70s maybe. But that same little house up north cost you $150,000. And we're talking 20, 30 years ago when I was looking to buy a house. So that's the difference in living up north, growing up north, and growing up in the South. We didn't have the hourly wages that the northern people had, and of course we didn't have the life expenses that people from up north had, because the wages were lower in our area. The cost of living was way cheaper than up north. But that's just the way it is. That's why we have the scale of Social Security. If you'll notice, most of the people that get lower Social Security checks are from the South. The people from the North have the higher Social Security checks. But now, if you're a retired military, I think something it goes on your rank or whatever. It don't matter what part of the state you're from. But if you're a civil service worker, like I was, then your pay is ranked on your cost of living in your area. And South Georgia was one of the cheapest places to ever live in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. So, come here, baby. We have a guest star. She said, shh, shh, shh. Come here and make an appearance, dear. Everybody can hear you. But that's the way it was. So we had cheaper wages down south, cheaper cost of living, and we paid less Social Security in. So that's the way that goes. But anyway, that's the news so far. We're waiting on Zia's ID to come in so we can get everything straight. But I finally got my permanent residence visa I-card in. And I guess I'll be good for 5 years I have to renew the iCard, but evidently I was mistaken before. You don't have to renew your permanent resident visa every 5 years, just your iCard. So I got to go update the iCard every 5 years, but you do have to check in once a year, and I think it's about 300 pesos. It's not very much, just to go in and say, hi, I'm still alive. Here's a little bit of money to keep everybody going, and that's that. So y'all have a good day, be good to one another, and as soon as we get everything straight with our AdSense, we will be pumping out more videos, and as soon as we get this apartment done, we'll be doing some traveling videos. So I want everybody to be good to one another, and y'all have a good day.
Good day.
Bye, y'all.